we're all going to be replaced by AI. As leaders, is that really true? Is that something you worry about as a leader that's out there currently? Now, maybe it's the industry that I used to work in, the oil, gas, mining, road construction. But I think it's going to be a little while before AI replaces us. That's just my own thoughts. However, I'm sure there is a lot of people out there that are maybe genuinely concerned about this. Maybe they work in different industries that this is going to impact a lot more. Now, if you ask me, am I really concerned about the impacts of AI on jobs in general, and especially leaders 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line? Absolutely. I don't know what our society looks like whenever we've got AI and robots doing a lot of the tasks that we were doing. I don't think there's any job safe, including the like of coaching. You can take a couple of seconds and pop in a few details, and AI will now shoot you out enough information that if you're really serious about change, you can get the steps along the way. However, I know there's a difference between knowing what to do and also being able to just go ahead and do that. Whether that's in leadership, our team usually genuinely knows what to do. However, it's those little moments of brain farts, we used to call them in the industry, very technical term, but where people would just not follow the procedure. They would not follow what they were meant to do. And that had some sort of a negative impact, whether financial, whether safety, whether loss of time. You get the drift. So AI will be able to continue to get the information to the leaders quicker. I believe AI will be able to help leaders out there do their jobs more efficiently. Things like being able to take notes in the back of Microsoft, where Copilot will generate the notes from the meeting that you've just had. Eventually they'll be able to add them to the tasks and make sure that we're doing the tasks as we go along. So that streamlining that information will be important. Not so long ago, I had a client who rang me up and they had just got in trouble from the client because they had sent the email. Now the email could have been worded much better, and he held his hand up to that. However, the client could have responded a lot better, and I think they maybe held their hand up eventually to that too. And one of the controls that we were able to put in place, this was a young leader coming up through the ranks, still very emotional whenever it felt like he was getting attacked or there was pressure on him. And one of the things that I explained was, you write the email, what you think, and then let's put it in AI just to get clarifications of, hey, what's a good way to send this to make it more personalized, or whatever impact we're trying to have, so that it's not as offensive, whatever way we want. And use AI as a tool to make sure that quality is improving. I don't necessarily worry about AI replacing leaders. For now, I see it very much as a function to work with leaders, another tool to have. The emotional intelligence, I still believe, and I'm happy to hear your thoughts. I'm happy for you to tell me I'm wrong, but I still believe emotional intelligence is the most important skill that we can have, closely followed by communication, closely followed by the like of planning, the like of organization, being able to get people on board with where we are. They're all skills and all tools that AI haven't quite got to just yet. Now, if we don't have any people to lead, because all the work's getting done autonomously, which is certainly creeping into mining a lot more, that's a whole different discussion. But for now, I think it's really important to focus and don't worry about AI replacing us as so much as being able to help us on our journeys. As I said earlier, I would really love to know what your honest opinions are on AI. Is it something you worry about? Is it something you're trying to get your teams to embrace more so you can be more competitive and keep up with the competition that are using it? I think that's probably a bigger question to ask ourselves. Are we going to get left behind because our competition has embraced this and is leading the way, versus we're struggling to keep up with the competition? If you've got something from this video, if you've liked it, please hit the like. Please follow or subscribe, depending on where you're watching it on. And as always, I really thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would ask that you get involved and that you help spread this to other people, because our goal here is to help businesses and leaders get from where they currently are to a better place. And by you sharing that information and by sharing our contact, by liking our contact on our content, it definitely helps us out. Thanks for watching. Be awesome.